Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and today I'm going to be doing some plant chores and also some plant updates. We are in my bedroom, excuse the random mattress behind me, but I wanted to show you this plant to start with. So this is my Variegated Monstera. It's a beauty, but don't love it. It gave me some amazing leaves at the beginning or mid, and then it's starting to get a bit green. So when I cut it, I'm gonna say it was about a month ago now. The roots on the piece I cut were are like this, and they've got like secondary roots already, like really well. And the new growth point from where I cut it is, I'll take you closer, but it is here. You see? It's like massive. Well, I think it's massive. And that's exciting. But the newest leaf on the second plant, so remember there's two plants in this one pot. The newest leaf is this. It's tiny. It's predominantly green. I'm gonna say it's all green. Like it's not good. So my thinking with this is to cut it. However, it hasn't formed its like aerial roots yet, which is why I was hesitant to cut it at the time I did the other one. But I feel like I need to cut it back and get some sort of variegation back, because this was the last leaf it gave me. Time before that was this, and then I mean, it's desperate for water, but yeah, it's not the green, it's not the most variegated plant. It's this side is the plant that I'm not happy with, and it really is thirsty. But it gives me some like sectoral, but nothing wow, you know. The other plant is like the higher variegated one. It's got this one, and then it's got like a really nice one. I don't know. I'm not pleased, so I'm thinking about cutting it back, and I'll show you where. But yeah, I'm happy with the way this is growing. This one's like, it's doing better. So this is my grow light, and this is because my bedroom has no windows except like really over there, so it does get good light. But this is the new part that's growing. You can see I cut here, so that's grown a lot, and I'm really pleased with that. But this is the new leaf, and you can see it's nothing special, like it's just green, and I'm really disappointed. But normally it would have an aerial root around here, but it doesn't. I'm not doing very well. You see, there's nothing there. The next one down is here. So if I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna have to cut here, which is, to be honest, yeah, it's this leaf I'd cut off, this leaf, and then obviously that little crappy one. So it would take me back down to it being here. And you can tell this plant is thirsty. Can you see? Like it's just curling in. It's curling in. It is a thirsty plant. Haven't watered it in a while, and it's obviously getting like direct light. So yeah, you can tell the difference. Good, not good. So I'm going to sort that out today. And also, just a very quick interruption. I have two Growstar grow lights. This one I've just showed you is one of them, and the other one is like my ultimate favorite one, which is on my plant shelf. They reached out to me and let me know that they are doing discount codes for anyone that wants to buy from them. And I'll leave them down below. I don't know them off the top of my head. I think it was 15% off, but I'll leave them down below. So if you do want to go check them out, then I can only highly recommend them, because they, honestly, these lights have been a lifesaver, because it's been so dark here at the moment, and I couldn't have happy plants without them. Like the light in my living room that's on my IKEA plant shelf literally lights up my entire room. It is incredible, and I can't think of another product I've ever been so impressed with in my entire life, not just plant related. I'm so happy with it. And this one is amazing as well. It's a lot bulkier, like you can see, it's a lot bulkier. but it works really, really well, and you can dim it and stuff. There's like loads of different settings. So long story short, they have given me a discount code for anyone that wants to go and look and buy one of their Growstar lights, and I'll leave that down in the description below. So I wanted to update you on my grow shelf, which is where most of the new growth is coming from because of this light, and it's really bright, and I do apologize, but if I turn it off, it's like pitch black in here. It really is that strong. So the first thing I wanted to update you on is this Syngonium Mojito, mottled, the Syngonium mottled. This is one of the leaves that I swapped with someone, and then this is the other leaf. It's in need of a water, as you can tell, but I have got 4 new leaves from it. The variegation is very, very subtle, but I quite like the variance in it. I do expect it to come back a lot more mottled eventually, like the more mature it gets. But it's growing really well. I really hope this isn't too exposed for everybody. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this looks. And considering it came as a 2-leaf cut-in, and I haven't had it for too long, I think like maybe 3 months, I think I'm really pleased with the rate it's growing. And I always find that's why I like Syngonium a lot, because they are rare and they grow quick, so it's always good. And then the next thing I want to show you is my Syngonium, which I'm so happy with. If you followed my my plant collection journey for a while, you know that this guy is what caused my massive thrip outbreak back last November, so kind of nearly a year ago. It was a one growth point plant. It was giving me fully white leaves. It was a bit of a problem maker. So I cut and propped and did all sorts. I did a swap with the guy that I swapped that mottled with, and it's now only just starting to just give me the leaves that I wanted. Like, you know, a really, really nice balance of like white and green, really nice. There's another new leaf here. It's like really pretty. But yeah, I'm starting to get a really good balance rather than like solid white, and I'm so happy with it. They do come through looking like I've had a few people say that this is actually an aurea, like, you know, like a yellow variegation, but I just think it's just the way it grows in. It grows in like a greeny yellow and then it does go white. I don't think it's like a super rare plant. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the growth of this, and it just sits 3rd shelf down, so it doesn't get really intense light, but it gets enough, obviously. And then on the same kind of plant as that one, these were the wet sticks I grew, and I'm really bad with wet sticks, so I'm pleased with myself. This one was a bit of a bendy one, but this has got a new growth point, and I've got new leaves there, which are really pretty, obviously fully white. What else would it be? But it's good to see this one's coming through green, so that's nice. I'm really overexposed, and like I'm really sorry. I can look at this. Like it's so dark, you can't see anything, so we're gonna have to just deal with that. So the other thing that I'm really pleased with is my Hoya Microphylla pot of gold. So this is that plant. This is the newest leaf, and it's very pretty. You see how I mentioned in the other video, it's like it comes through pink, yellow, orange, and then it kind of like changes to like light green, dark green. Really nice. That's kind of growing like a really big leaf. I'm really pleased with it, and it's got a new growth point here, so that's exciting. I love this one. I love it a lot. Very nice. And then I've got so much to catch you up on. Do you remember I had a Hoya Neon, and she imported it as that, and she knew it was a Hoya Carnosa Neon. That's what she knew it as. And she didn't sell it saying it's this, because apparently there's no such thing. Well, this was it. It was honestly as neon as a neon pothos, and it's got 2 new leaves, which are a little darker. But yeah, just really, it's a 4-leaf cutting now. I really like it. It's not as big as this. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. And then also this Hoya is growing really well as well. I forget the name of that, but I'm really pleased with these. Okay, this is the most exciting update I will give you probably all year round. I bought this lovely Thai constellation from a friend on Instagram, and I think I paid £35 for it. It was in like fabulous condition when she had it. I think she grew it aquatically, I think it's called, so she grew it in an aquarium. I think the travel didn't do it well, so it was rotting. I cut, like I had to keep because it was like rotting and I was scared I was going to lose the plant. And then it got to a point where there was signs of a new growth point. It just wasn't, I was unsure whether it would ever grow a new leaf. I didn't know if I cut too much, like to the bud. So this root, literally, like I put it back in soil and it's already grown, which is insane. This root came out of the growth point, like it wasn't a leaf. Everyone was like, oh, that's really rare, that never happens, and like almost like making me feel better. I was like, I don't want a root, I want a leaf. And so this massive root came literally out from here. It literally looked like a new leaf, and it's kind of like torn it. But I put that back in there and it's growing more, so obviously that root is like mega root. And anyway, I have a new leaf. It's so exciting. I literally tell my husband about this all the time. I was like, you've got no idea how much this means. But it's got fenestrations, which is insane because it's tiny, and it's got like a really nice amount of sectoral variegation there. I'm not sure if you'll see it because it's just so bright. But yeah, this is like predominantly white. And then I'm so excited to see this grow. So my Thai constellation is doing something, which is really, really exciting. The next planty update on this shelf, and it's probably the last interesting one for you, is this Hoya Sumatra. This arrived to me with major root rot. This was a full established plant. I cut it to one leaf, and then there was like a few other leaves there that I left on, but it's done really well since. I've established the roots again, new leaves are grown, it's grown all of this, it's doing well, and I have a peduncle. I'm going to take a picture of this and insert it so you can see, but this is the peduncle, and it looks so like gothic, like black, like deep purple, kind of scary spiky peduncle. Like, it's definitely not like the other peduncles I've had that have been like really pink and light, and you know, I really love this. It's really cool. So I'm super excited to see when that blooms. And sometimes, like when I see a Hoya bloom of a Hoya that I have and I don't know what it looks like, and I see it, I feel like I've ruined the surprise for myself. So I don't know what this would look like, which is to me really exciting. But along with that, my Hoya Sunrise has a peduncle. It's at the first stage, so it's tiny, it's not worth showing you, but that's really exciting. So yeah, when those blooms open up, I will take a picture and share it on Instagram so you guys can see if you want. If you don't want the spoiler, just don't check it out. But yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Okay, so we're now on the other side of the room, so it's the darker side. Darker, although it's next to the window, don't ask. I've got an IKEA ladder here, so I'm going to flip you around and show you the plant updates on this. So this is the first one. Again, if you followed me for a while, you know that I bought this from plants.com in November, and I had 3 leaves until literally a couple of weeks ago, and this is the new leaf. It's really, really beautiful. It's just hardened off. Honestly, when it came out obviously from here, and the leaf was this big, and I was really like, having not had one of these before, I was like, fantastic, great, small, but it's grown to be massive, and I love that. It's got some questionable damage, but it's all good. I do check it. But I think that's so beautiful. And then no real update here. An update here. I moved this from my grow light because it was getting singed, and it does look happier and healthier. It does look a lot better. So yeah, that's all good. I'm not going to show you that. That's a very, very bad plant. But yeah, this is the one I really wanted to show you. And then an update here, which will be the final one. I put I've forgotten the name. Brandtianum. I've kind of put him there against the wall. He's taped there. just because it was really, really floppy and it kept falling down. This is growing really nicely. Like, I'm always getting new leaves, which is nice. This Marble Queen Pothos is doing so well, although the leaves are coming in smaller. So I do want to do something with that, but it's a bit difficult at the moment. But this one, the leaves are coming in just as big, like it's still really, really big. Although that one looks, I don't think that's a newer one, that's why. But yeah, the leaves are huge on this. So I do need to sort these out, but I like them when they trail. I think this whole shelf looks really cool because it's like kind of Pothos-like driven. And then that neon is doing really well. That's got like a really temporary, I'll turn that off, it's a bit bright. That's got a temporary light bulb in there. It's just like high luminum, and it's always, I've dealt with it before, but I'm jeopardizing all of the growth on this for that light that I have to go into the bedroom for the Monstera, but they seem to be fine because you still get the light from the shelf, which is just here. But yeah, that's it really. Nothing really super exciting to update you on here, just coming along nicely. And last but not least, this is one of the Monsteras that I told you about last time. Double fenestrations, new leaves, and yeah, it's fine. I need to clean it off because it's still got Provento marks on it, which obviously aren't good when it's trying to get light from the window and trying to grow. But yeah, I need to sort that out. And then we've got this lovely, excuse the water damaged floor, but this lovely stool my husband made me for this. I really, really like the way that is. I used to have plants and herbs all in here, but I haven't done that this year. But yeah, that's probably the last update I'm going to give you, but it's a very beautiful one. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on new growth and exciting things that have happened in my plant collection. Whilst they're all, again, still in situ. I thought I saw a mealybug then, it's just a hole in my Monstera. But yeah, I get really excited when I haven't been on top of my plants like I usually would for quite some weeks, because just things have just been so busy with everything. And then seeing new growth is just so encouraging, because plants are one of those things where I obviously water them and keep them alive, but I don't like smother them and look at them multiple times a day at the moment like I'm used to doing. So I do feel like I get bigger updates every time I do look at them. But yes, they are all growing very well. There's no casualties. I don't think there's any casualties. I've moved some on because, like I said, I'm in the process of refining my collection because I'm about to move, and I didn't want loads of duplicates, although I have got 4 large farm Monstera. I didn't want lots of duplicates and lots of smaller plants, plants that weren't making me necessarily like really happy, and I know other people would really enjoy more so. So I have moved some on, but not too many. And yeah, that's it really for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed coming on this little like plant update journey with me. I'll probably do one after we move and have things in place. It's not by any means going to be nice, like it's not going to be, they're not going to be around the house and have their spaces and stuff, because we're not moving into a place like that. They will all be in one area, but it will be good to see how moving affects them. And I was also thinking of doing a video on how I move plants, because I've had a few people ask me what I'm going to do, and the honest answer right now is I don't know. Use lots of boxes that are open boxes and just get as many in as possible, and eventually have them all in one area, so I've got a good grow light in there. And I don't think I'll need a good grow light. Like I said, I think the light in the house is very good. But when I come to that plan and make that decision and do that, I'll keep you guys updated to let you know how it goes and what worked and what didn't work. So if you're moving, you can have some tips on that. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I post planty updates very regularly, mostly every day. And I'm Abby, ABI_Bloom, and I'll see you there. Bye.